good afternoon, and welcome to another Costa Women Hangout with me, Fiona Catchpole. And my special guest today is Hollie Rolla. Good afternoon. I nearly said good morning. Good afternoon.
Hi, Fiona. How are you doing?
I'm very well. I'm in another location yet again today, but I'm still in Spain. It's as if I'm a jet setter, but it's all really in a very small square, I promise. So, whereabouts are you today? And just tell us how you got involved with Costa Women.
Right. Well, presently, I'm actually located up in my parents' house near Marbella. I haven't got internet yet at my house, so I came up here to do this interview. I heard about Costa Women actually through Elle Mackenzie, who wrote my press release for me. And I joined the group on Facebook, and then Ali was very friendly, and sort of contacted me and asked if I'd like to do an interview. Unfortunately, she can't make it to the launch of Recalibrate on Thursday, but hopefully I'm going to meet her soon after for coffee.
That's great. I met Elle recently myself. She came along to an event that we were running in Los Palancas. Very lovely lady.
Yeah.
And a very good writer. Very good writer.
Amazing writer, yeah. We're very fortunate to have her on board, that's for sure.
Now, tell us a little bit. You mentioned the word recalibrate. Tell us what is recalibrate and who are you and what do you actually do?
Okay. So recalibrate is a concept that I have written in personal development. And it comes after a number of years going through my own journey of coming from a very dark place, recovering from that, and finding the necessary balance that I needed in my life through formally studying and qualifying in various therapies, through attending various therapies myself, and also through a lot of research and reading. And I spotted a gap in the market for a personal development program which incorporated a blend of mind, body, and spirit. Which I feel is very important. And the concept itself is delivered on a one-to-one basis, so I work with clients privately. I write them a personalized plan for usually a 3-month coaching plan, so we'll work through whatever it is they want to focus on and achieve whatever goals. And also we do topic-specific one-day workshops along the Costa del Sol, launching our first one on the 7th of June. So there'll be lots of topics, varying from love and relationships, value determination, how to recalibrate your perceptions of the events that happen to you in your life, and just how to have a more positive mindset and manifest, a better life environment for yourself.
And how do you, when you say you blend the three, the mind, body, and soul, so does this include some sort of fitness or yoga as well? When you say body, what do you do with that side of things?
Yeah, absolutely. So Recalibrate, as I said, it's all about balance, and it's also about healing the past, understanding how it's brought you to the present, determining your authentic values, and setting goals in sync with who you really are and what you really want.
Just so you know, I'm sharing your website on the screen right now, so you can tell us a little bit more about the course and yourself there. So you've got all about who we are,
yeah,
and then what we do and the workshops. So this is where we'll find out about what's coming up more this week, isn't it? So
yeah, exactly. So the mind, body, and spirit, that's more applicable for the 4-day retreats where, yes, we do incorporate meditation, hikes or walks or horse riding, but it's really just to get people to understand and embody the idea of, your physical body being in good health, your mental body being in good health, and obviously the spiritual side, which doesn't mean you have to, believe necessarily in anything. You just have to be open to the possibility that there are perhaps, greater forces at work in the universe, and that we all do have a purpose. in this life. And it's really just about figuring out and recognizing what that purpose is.
Yeah. Now you said that you valuable lessons. Oh, sorry, I remember there's a video on that page, isn't there? So that will slow us down. We're not allowed to play audio when we're doing a Google Hangout. So now you said that you recognised the need for balance and discovery who you really were beneath a mask. Can you? And then how long have you been studying this process now, and now put together the Recalibrate program?
Right, well, Recalibrate was born out of my own experience. I had been living a life very much out of balance and off the rails for a period of about 15 years, really, since I was about, since I was about 8. I had a difficult childhood. I struggled a lot relating to people. And then things really got out of control when I was about 20 years old. I was just going down, the wrong path altogether. I had hideous anorexia. I was partying far too much, and I also was struggling with a lot of mental imbalance. So, on the 10th of March 2009, I decided that I'd had enough, and I actually jumped off the 5th floor balcony of the building. And that's, obviously a lengthy recovery process ensued. I was in a coma for about, 3 weeks and then 3 weeks again. And when I woke up, I just thought, well, obviously I'm not going anywhere. There must be more to life than this. So that was the moment that I really chose. I chose to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be and work towards that. And that's really when it all began, I started reading every single book you can imagine in personal development and self-help. I started going to loads of seminars. And then I decided I wanted to study, and gain formal qualifications to help other people do the same. And the Recalibrate concept I actually wrote a year ago. It's taken me the past year to write it. And, it's as a result of a lot of research, talking to a lot of people, and just really trying to find the most efficient, effective way for people just to, to realign with who they really are.
And how do you feel that your Recalibrate program is different to some other, maybe thought leaders like, Brenda Bouchard or other people in that sort of area, Tony Robbins and things like that? How's yours different?
Well, that's a good question. As I'm sure you know, in any industry, especially in the personal development field and metaphysics, everybody's sort of got the same idea. So we all want to achieve similar outcomes. We all recognize the need for balance, the universe, the power of the mind. But obviously everybody has their individual way of delivering it. And what makes mine different is that one of the things is that it really is from the heart. It comes purely as a result of what I've been through and the tried and tested methods that I know will work. And it's also, as I mentioned before, it's very much a blend. Tony Robbins, I'm a massive fan of his, but he's very American, motivation, pow, pow, kind of thing, which is great. Or then you'll have the other extreme where you'll have, Rhonda Byrne of The Secret who will say, like, just think about it and it'll happen. Just act as if you have it and it'll happen. It's actually a little more complicated. So the Recalibrate program, we blend a sort of combination of talks, teaching, and exercises. So, it's all very well going somewhere to a workshop and the teacher or the presenter will say, oh, well, you just have to love yourself. Yeah, great, but they don't explain why it's so important or how to do that and what it even means. Yeah. So we explain the why, the how, before we give you the background on why it's necessary to do this, why this is effective, or how your subconscious mind manifests your reality. And then we give, interactive exercises for people to do.
That sounded a little bit technical then.
No, the exercises are great.
I was just saying that last bit then sounded tricky.
Yes. It's not actually. It's a lot of fun, and obviously myself and my helpers, my facilitators, you know, we are there. We never have more than 30 people on a workshop, so we do like to work with people quite intensely just to make sure that everybody's getting benefit out of it. And yeah, you know, obviously our aim is by the end of the workshop, people should have a really good understanding and have been able to implement what is known as daily practice, which is, you know, it takes 21 days for a habit to form. What we really want to do is get people making a habit out of this, you know, recalibrating their perceptions and their mindset, so it does become second nature when, you know, when challenges arise in their life. They know how to deal with it, you know, in the future.
And I heard you mention horses earlier, and I can see you have a horse emblem there. So do you have where do the horses fit into it, and where are they during the workshop?
Well, the horses are not present in the workshops, unfortunately, due to space. And yes, no, I mentioned horses earlier. Really just as an example of the kind of complementary, you know, exercise people would be doing on retreat. So it would either be yoga or walking or horse riding or a workout on the beach. You know, it's not really seriously intense exercise. But actually, I haven't formally qualified, but I have studied equine therapy. Horses are very, very energetically sensitive, and they're actually used, as I'm sure you know, equine therapy is a very well-known type of trauma therapy. So I'm not going into working with horses just yet. I'm not going to become some kind of horse whisperer overnight. But yeah, no, I do love horses. I love, you know, all animals and nature. And that's something that I feel is very beneficial to people, just being outside, being in nature, you know, just feeling the gratitude for what is naturally here and available to us.
Well, I can concur with the horses aspect. If you look back through some of the previous hangouts where I was based most recently, was actually on a ranch, and I was looking after nearly 15 horses at one time. So, and some days it's just nice to go out and have a horsey hug, and that's all you need to make yourself feel better.
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, it is a great way of just enabling people to relax, and also on the retreat, what we teach people, and throughout all of our programs, is really the importance of gratitude. You know, it is probably the most powerful emotion that you can feel, and that is a surefire way to attract more of what you want into your life. So, you know, by looking out the window and just, you know, appreciating the beautiful scenery, especially down here in Marbella. That already gets you, you know, into a more receptive, positive mindset. Which is
just really go through your itinerary for the week then, because you're quite busy, because you've got a few things happening this week. So tell me a little bit more what's going on.
Well, very exciting. I actually manifested the house of my dreams and a car last week. So I picked the car up on Friday. And I moved into my new little house. It's nothing fancy, but, you know, I love it. So this week, I have two friends arriving from London this evening, so I'll be going to pick them up. And I also have to go to IKEA, you know,
Dreadful idea.
No, it's amazing. I love IKEA, like a child in the playground. And then tomorrow morning, I have some private clients who I'm working with on a one-to-one basis. And then Thursday night is the Recalibrate launch reception, where we'll have quite a few members of the press and media coming, and I'll just explain a little bit briefly what it's all about and where it came from. And then Saturday is the first workshop. So yeah, we're expecting, at the moment, we're expecting 20 people, but we have actually got room for 30. So as I mentioned on the Costa Women page, we are offering a 50% discount actually to Costa Women members. So if anybody wants to come along, you'd be most welcome.
Well, what I'll do is I'll make make sure the details are underneath the video when it goes onto YouTube very shortly. And then no doubt there'll be ladies contacting you, and we'll pop on some of the Facebook pages as well. So
wonderful. Yeah.
Good luck to you on Thursday, and then of course, obviously, your actual first day.
Yeah.
And thank you for giving up your time this afternoon to come chat with me.
Thank you, Fiona, and it's such a shame you can't make it on Thursday, but you will be welcome, of course, to any future events that we'll be doing. It would be great to have you and Ali both there.
Okay. Thank you very much, darling, and best of luck, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Thank you, Fiona. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.